Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stefan Jimenez from the RotoBeast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Saturday, October 21st. As always, if you want to watch our full video, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel at RotoBeast. And if you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing, please visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. So real quick, before I get started with today's slate, let me just tell you something. I am on fire right now. Last night, I won about 8,200. Tonight I pulled in about another 1,000. I've been killing NBA right now. I've been killing it. And we're just a couple of days in. Okay, so you need to make sure, subscribe to this video. Make sure, watch all my videos. Play my plays. And you're going to win some money with me, alright? So yeah, let's get it. So anyways, let's jump into today's slate. We have a pretty good size slate for a Saturday. There are some obvious teams that we do want to target. So let's get started with the teams first that we're going to target, and then I'll break down my top plays at each position. So the team that really stands out is the Clippers going against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns just absolutely suck. They got beat by the Portland Trailblazers by almost 50 points. And then tonight they go against the Lakers and they lose to the Lakers. The Lakers are, just as bad as them, if not worse, and they got their butt spanked by them. So I definitely think the Clippers are going to get on the Phoenix Suns tomorrow. They have the highest implied total at 114 points. This is going to be a very fast-paced game. It's going to be back and forth. The Clippers are a 12-point favorite. So I really like the Clippers tomorrow. Next, we'll look at the Denver Nuggets going against the Sacramento Kings. They have a 113.5 implied total, and they're projected to win by 11 points. So, the thing I don't like about this for the Nuggets is it's a pace-down game for them. I think Sacramento runs a little bit slower of a pace than the Nuggets do. They like to get up and down, but the Nuggets are in a great spot here. I really like them. Next, we'll move on to the Rockets going against the Dallas Mavericks. This game for them as well, it's kind of a pace down. The Mavericks are a little bit slower team. They like to run half-court sets. They're not too much of a run and gun, fast-paced team. But the Rockets, they do have a 112.8 implied total. They're favored to win by 11 points tomorrow. I really like the beard if Chris Paul is out again. So definitely look at some Rockets. Next, we'll move on to the Raptors. They played the Bulls their first time. They blew them out, so we didn't get to see, the full allotment of minutes from the starters. The Philadelphia 76ers are a pretty good team. So I think that this game could stay somewhat close. The Raptors have a 111.8 implied total, and they're projected to win by 9 points. So the Raptors look really, really good tomorrow. Next, we'll move on to the Heat, going against the Indiana Pacers. The Heat, this is a great matchup for them in a very, very pace-up game. The Indiana Pacers have shown us the first couple games they really, really want to run. In pace-up games for the Heat, I really like Goran Dragic. He's always a guy I like to target in that kind of spot. The Heat have a 110.8 implied total for tomorrow, and they're favored to win by 9.5 points. So the Heat, they're a good team to target tomorrow. Next, we'll go with the Warriors. They're going against the Memphis Grizzlies. They're projected to score 110 points. And they're supposed to win by 7.5. The Warriors, they're the best team in the league. They've been, I'm not going to say struggling, but they haven't been blowing people out the way that we, are used to seeing them in the first couple games. Memphis is usually, a pretty good defensive team. So I really don't care too much about the Warriors in this spot. But, they're the best team in the league. And I think you're going to get them lower owned tomorrow since they are going against the Grizzlies. So definitely keep an eye on the Warriors. If you get a little sneaky in there and try to get for example, let me give you a perfect example. Tonight, I played Steph Curry, and he was 4% owned. 4% owned. And the guy went off for me. Okay, so if you can get a Curry or a Klay Thompson, or even a Durant at 4 or 5% owned any night, that's something you want to go after because those guys have massive ceilings, okay? These guys have the takedown tournament ceilings. So you really got to like them if you feel that they're going to be under-owned any night. So I can't say I don't like the Warriors. I just don't care for the matchup too much. In the last team, this is not really a team. This last game I'm going to bring up, the Portland Trail Blazers going against the Milwaukee Bucks. This game has a 214 implied total. I really like this game a lot. It's going to be up and down, fast pace. I definitely think you could stack both sides. Giannis has been on fire. Lillard's been on fire to start the season. And then you got McCollum. He came back today, and he did some work for us. I had him in every single lineup, and it definitely paid off for me. So those are the games that I'm going to be targeting. Now let me just kind of get into my individual picks. So we'll start at point guard. The point guards I really like. Before I get started with this, naming all my guys, get a pen and paper so you can write them down. You can go back over, you can look at them, and you can kind of work your lineups around this kind of player pool. This is kind of my player pool. So I want you to write it down before I start. I want you to get a pen and paper so you can write it down before I start naming them. All right, you ready? Okay. So let's get into it. So point guards, I'm going to start. I like Patrick Beverly. I like Jamal Murray for the Denver Nuggets. I like Eric Gordon, Goran Dragic, who I already talked about a little bit. And then I like Steph Curry. If I'm going to get him at 4%, I'm going to play him every single night, straight up. So those are my point guards. For shooting guards, I know the dude let me down the other night, but he's a pretty good player. I'm going to start with Austin Rivers. I like Gary Harris. I like James Harden, of course. DeMar DeRozan for the Raptors. The guy's a baller. I like him a lot tomorrow. Deion Waiters for the Heat. We've seen in the past that he can put up, massive numbers if he's getting his shots and they're going down. And the last shooting guard I'm going to talk about is Klay Thompson. Like I said, if we're going to get him low on, play him. That's it. Straight up. So, small forward, we're going to start with Danilo Gallinari for the Nuggets. Wilson Chandler on the Nuggets as well. I like both of them. I'm sorry. Danilo Gallinari plays for the Clippers now. I'm going against Phoenix. He's probably going to be my top small forward. And then I like Wilson Chandler for the Nuggets. The guy, he's a baller. He scores points. He gets rebounds. He's in a good spot tomorrow. And then we'll go with Trevor Ariza for the Houston Rockets. Norman Powell for the Raptors. Josh Richardson for the Heat. And then your boy Kevin Durant. You can't leave him out. If we're going to talk about top position players at any position, and he's a top player in general at that position, we have to mention him. So you got to like Kevin Durant tomorrow. Moving on to power forwards, Blake Griffin. I like Blake. Played him the other night, and he did work. Paul Millsap for the Denver Nuggets. He's looking good over there. Ryan Anderson for the Rockets. Serge Ibaka for the Toronto Raptors. James Jones for the Heat. Draymond Green, got to round it off with him at power forward. Draymond Green tomorrow. He can put up a triple-double any night. He fills up the stat sheet. And we like now that Fanduel does the 3 points for blocks and steals. Draymond gets a lot of blocks and steals. So I think that's really going to help him this year. And we'll go to center. I'm going to start with DeAndre Jordan. He always has that double-double upside. Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets. The guy, he's a monster. Plain and simple. Clint Capella, the guy's good. He gets those blocks and steals. The same thing we're talking about with Draymond. Jonas Valanciunas, the guy went off for me the other night. Got me 47 Fanduel points. He was in my winning lineup that won me 8,000. So I can never leave that guy out ever again. We'll talk about Kelly Olynyk a little bit. I like Kelly Olynyk. He's always been a pretty good player. He can knock down threes. And then Zaza Pachulia. The guy's dirt cheap. He's nothing special, but he gives you, somebody cheap is going to get you, consistent 15 to 18 points, I would say, and let you stack elsewhere. And then a couple of notable bench guys that I like. I like Lou Williams. He's a baller, straight up. He was in my winning lineup, last night for the Clippers. Will Barton for the Nuggets. And C.J. Miles for the Toronto Raptors. The guy is getting tons of shots, and if he's knocking them down, he's definitely going to get you those points. So it's kind of where I'm at for basketball for tomorrow. Hey, I've been on fire. I'm trying so hard to get this 100K. I missed 100K yesterday by 3 points. It was so devastating, but it's all right. I'm going to get it. I promise I'm going to get it. And it's coming. Hey, keep watching these videos. Please, share them if you don't mind. If there's any guys that you want to talk about that I didn't mention, or if you want a little bit more details of why I like these guys, leave comments below and we can discuss them. So let's go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.